What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and it's Top 10 Thursday. This week it's my birthday, and it's also one of my favorite times of year. We're just a month away from the Electronic Entertainment Expo. All the big companies are getting ready to unveil all the projects they've secretly been working on. There are already rumors about new consoles, cool RPGs, and maybe some huge surprises. So this week, just for fun, I'm counting down my picks for the top 10 gaming predictions for E3 2017. Number 10. Assassin's Creed Egypt. This series has really had its highs and lows lately. After coming out with an unsuccessful movie, some very basic side-scrollers, and a bad board game, it's definitely looking like Assassin's Creed is close to dead. Thankfully, there are leaks suggesting that the next entry in this franchise is made to essentially restart the complicated storyline and take things in a much better direction. Being set in Egypt, we could have access to a fascinating part of history and very interesting weapons. Not to mention the idea of killing pharaohs is awesome. Let's just hope the long development means that it won't launch full of glitches. Number 9. Borderlands 3. The king of shoot-and-loot action really needs to return, and odds are good that this is the year for it. Gearbox has been very clear that they're developing a Borderlands 3, even going so far as to openly show a bit of random character model that they're designing at a recent conference. When asked about it more specifically, the lead director mentioned that it had been in production since 2015. Judging by how quickly they make projects, it'd make perfect sense for it to be ready this year if they haven't faced too many problems. I'm expecting that we'll see a dubstep-filled trailer bursting out of the scene to remind us why Borderlands is still the best. Number 8. Tons of Spider-Man. It seems Sony has been subtly pushing this web-slinging hero to the front of their marketing. I think it's pretty obvious that they want Spider-Man to be a massive hit for the PlayStation 4, but mostly all we've seen is this tiny teaser from the last E3. That's certainly about to change though. The studio behind this title has been strangely silent since December, and their team is usually really talkative as to what they're up to. It gives the impression that they're keeping a lot of information hidden currently for a giant reveal coming up in a few weeks. My assumption is that we'll see a full 10 minutes of gameplay including combat, flying through New York City, and probably learning who the main villain is. Let's just cross our fingers that we at least get a rough release date. Number 7. Pokémon Stars. At this point, it's all but confirmed that Stars exists. There's been an absolute storm of rumors pointing that this will be a console version of Pokemon Sun and Moon with better graphics, new areas to explore, and a heavier online focus. This could be a very smart move for two reasons. To start with, it might come out alongside Nintendo's new internet service to push people into subscribing, and secondly, it could convince millions of more fans to buy a Switch. This one game could geniusly combine the audience that loves hardcore handheld RPGs with the guys who just want to play Zelda on a TV. While none of this is completely confirmed yet, we have seen weird job postings, upscaled characters, and loads of other stuff outlining that Pokemon Stars is ready to go. Number 6. Xbox Scorpio. Microsoft's major new project has been kept out of sight ever since its original announcement. There have been some clues as to how powerful this device will be, but no pictures of what it'll look like, what exactly it'll do, or even what it will cost. I think when Phil Spencer takes the stage, he'll unveil the details we've been waiting on. Xbox posted that they'll be holding their press conference an entire day before E3 begins because they want everyone to talk about what they show as long as possible. With a statement like that, you know that this is going to be a bombshell. What we really need is just a long look at the final system design and then turn it on to give us a great view of just how much of an improvement the Scorpio is. I suppose we should also hope that the Scorpio doesn't have a $600 price tag or something insane. Number 5. Red Dead Redemption 2. Over the last few years, Rockstar has been rather shy about appearing at public events. From their past, they seem like the kind of studio that only wants to be seen when they have a truly mind-blowing presentation planned for us. Right now, we have almost zero info about how this Wild West sequel is coming along other than a vague fall release date. For some reason, Rockstar and Sony have been getting very close over the last couple months, which leads me to believe that during the PlayStation show, we'll get an in-depth journey through the world of Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a safe guess that we'll will learn the names of our new group of heroes, when the game takes place, and perhaps most importantly, if they're creating a version of Grand Theft Auto Online style multiplayer here. Depending on how this is handled, Rockstar could have another Game of the Year on their hands, and I'm dying to know anything more about it. Number 4. SNES Classic Edition. One of the more shocking news stories of 2017 has been that Nintendo suddenly canceled all production on the NES Classic instantly and without any warning. Since hardly anyone had a real chance to buy it yet, this seemed like a boldly stupid move by the makers of Mario. After all, they're basically taking money out of their own pockets, but what if this is all part of a larger strategy? What if Nintendo is gearing up for a retro SNES that'll package together 30 of the biggest old school titles into a gadget that'll be blowing up store shelves this Christmas? I'm hearing that the factories that built the first set of NES mini consoles are still owned by Nintendo and are currently preparing for more production. Seeing that makes me want to bet that we'll see an official announcement of the SNES Classic drop during their live stream just to get people even more hyped about what Nintendo's up to. Number 3. Halo 6. Master Chief was considered the mascot of the Xbox for over a decade, and yet, after the low sales numbers and overall unhappy response to Halo 5, Microsoft just stopped talking about him. It's not that they're ashamed of Chief, they just realized that their last game was a bit of a disaster and they can't afford a bad image right now. On the bright side, 343 Industries has stepped out of the darkness and finally begun to do interviews. Yesterday, an executive confirmed that Halo 6 is heavily in the works and directly stated that Master Chief is going to be the main hero once again. That might sound like a minor issue, but it shows that they're deep into the planning phase, which realistically means that they have story written, concept art drawn, and maybe a few battlefields made for testing. With that in mind, it doesn't seem surreal to think that we could get an extended trailer at E3. Xbox Scorpio needs a dedicated game to display how great its graphics can be, and watching Alien's brain get splattered could be an excellent example of that. Number 2. Bloodborne 2. If you've been watching my videos for a bit, you know that I consider the first Bloodborne to be nothing short of a masterpiece. Its amazing world, creepy monsters, and brutally bloody combat was epic. More importantly than that though, this title made millions of people get PS4s. With the launch of Dark Souls 3, From Software said that they're going to be leaving the trilogy behind to move on to something slightly different. It's easy to understand how a creator can feel stifled if they get locked into doing one series, but this franchise is unique and still has many fresh ideas available to it. The harsh truth is that Sony's been having issues this console generation with teasing projects, delaying them for years and eventually canceling them. Bloodborne is one that came through exactly as intended. I think Sony is going to be smart about this and put all their money behind it. They'll personally fund this project to make sure it gets done on their system on time. I'm making some serious speculation right now, but judging by how sneaky their head designers are being, From Software is clearly up to something that's close to done. What if we get an early deep look at Bloodborne 2, maybe just an opening level, and possibly a reveal that sometime later in this year we'll be getting a demo for all PlayStation Plus members. It's the kind of move that Sony loves to pull off, a shock unveiling to get everyone cheering and talking about it for months. Number 1. Many Switch games. This hybrid console has now been out for roughly 60 days and is already breaking records. Those who thought the Switch would flop were proven wrong because obviously Nintendo's new piece of tech is a hot item, but the key thing now is keeping that momentum going. Listening to the messages that Nintendo is putting out, they know this better than anyone. The rest of the year has sprinkles of bigger games, and yet it's still very dry. In order to maintain the public's attention through the holidays, they need to shower us with trailers during their press conference. They should show a new Metroid, announce titles that we haven't thought of, or maybe bring out that Zelda Maker leaks have been mentioning. A simple 2D adventure like this is something fans would enjoy immensely and probably wouldn't take too long to finish. Nintendo, I'm begging you here, just show some decent gameplay reveals of stuff like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and everyone will be happy. Honestly, this seems like the smartest move and the one that's really needed, and for that reason, I awarded this my pick as the top prediction of E3 2017. Did your favorite guest not make the list? Got an idea for a future top 10? Leave it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. Hey, if you want to do something nice for me, give this video a like and go follow me on Twitter. Consider it a birthday present. I love talking to people on Twitter and I show off some of the weird stuff I find. Like, right now I'm reading the Dead Space book, which is pretty awesome, and I've been tweeting about it. So go follow me on Twitter. I'm gonna go eat some cupcakes and play laser tag with my friends. Have a great week. And it was a total dumpster fire. Oh, hi. I'm just working on the next video. If you want to see what it is, go ahead and click this button and you can subscribe. Also, if you click these video links, you can see my latest review and my latest top 10. Now I'm just going to sit here for a minute and wait for you to subscribe. Oh, I guess I could put on these giant glasses. I literally found these on a roller coaster.